Andrew Mack here from MMA Island. Today I'm with Hassan Graham, who's fighting for the PFL Challenger Series on February 10th. Hassan, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Healthy, excited, all the above.
Awesome. So, tell me about your background. How did you get into martial arts?
I got into martial arts just from watching it. Overall, I like to watch it all the time. I had a few friends that also participated in martial arts, and I wanted to fight. I started during COVID. Nothing was going on, no smokers, no fights, nothing. So I just stopped training, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm all set. Nothing's going on." And then the opportunity arrived around September last year, and that's when I took my first fight. Funny thing about it, I was supposed to be one and done. I was going to have that one fight and then retire. So it was more of something I wanted to do just to say I did it, but I got hooked.
So, your gym, the Chapman House of Pain. I couldn't find a single thing online about it. Tell me about it.
So the Chapman House of Pain is probably it's a small gym in Springfield. Unfortunately, we actually gym actually got shut down this year,
Damn.
but I still represent the gym. I'm still with my coaches. This year has been a struggle. For my first pro fight, we was actually at a regular gym that just had a spot that we could just train in. So I'm still with my team. We're still representing Chapman's House of Pain. It's coming back 2023, and I'm the front man of the gym as of right now.
So, being the front man, does that pressure ever get to you?
Not at all, because all my training and everything comes from the real OGs at the gym. They haven't put their time in yet in the octagon. So all the knowledge and everything I'm learning from them is where I'm displaying it. So I'm only the front man because I'm the one doing it. But there's levels to it. There's always a boss behind the boss. So
So, what do you think about your coaches makes them special? What makes them different from any other group of coaches?
um my coaches always keep it real with me. They push me to the max, and they work with me. It doesn't matter the situation. We don't got a spot. We outside. We gonna train outside. They're dogs just like me, and they push me, and that's what makes it works.
So, you think you being in this position of just trying to find what works and having to try as hard as you can to just be able to train over some of these guys who have these like giant luxurious gyms with smoothie bars and all that stuff. Does that drive you think separates you from the other fighters?
I mean, you could put anybody in any gym. It's all about what they do with it. You could send me to top team right now. I could still go in there and not perform. So it's all about the person. You could take away the gym, take away. It's like Drago when in Rocky. He had everything. He had the roids, he had the best gym, and Rocky was outside putting in that work. So it's all about you. I don't think the gym matter. It's all about what you do with the 24 hours you have.
So your nickname, the Bounty Hunter, where does that come from?
It came from me, the coaches, and a few friends just tossing the names around, and someone put it in a group chat, and then it stuck. I just was like the bounty hunter. I love it, and that's how we came about.
So looking at your record, pull up right here. You went 4-0 as an amateur and you're 1-0 as a pro. Four of those being at Cage Titans. Can you tell me your experience at Cage Titans?
Oh man, best promotion ever. That's It's nothing else to it. It's the best promotion ever. Um, when I first came to Case Titans, they didn't know who I was. They gave me an opportunity. I fought for them. I got a first round knockout. And my second time going back, I said, "Hey, I would like a title shot." Just off of the first fight, I was 2-0, and I came in. I'm all the way out in Western Mass, and they're all the way out in Plymouth. I'm in Springfield area, and they show nothing but love. They take care of all fighters. Every fighter that comes there get a care package. Mike's a great guy. The promotion is great. They promote you like crazy. I mean, it's one of the best promotions around. And hey, if this opportunity don't fight back, if this opportunity don't happen for me, I'll be right back on Cage Titans with no problem.
So Cage Titans is a smaller cage than other promotions. Do you think that plays into your style?
I think it's definitely gonna play. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be different. And that's the great thing about cage fighting cage. There's no running in there.
Mm-hmm.
You can't run. You have to engage. 2-3 steps, you're touching the cage. So, it might work in an advantage for me because I like to be tight in the pocket, or it might be a disadvantage for me because the cage is just so much bigger. But we'll see. I mean, I like it. There's no running in that octagon. So we'll see what happens in the smart cage.
What does it mean to fight for the PFL Challenger Series?
Man, it's a great opportunity. A lot of big things is happening over there. It's still a promotion that's building, and that means you have the opportunity to come in and dominate and become the poster child of that promotion also. So it's a great opportunity, and I'm a ride the wave and perform. That's all I can do. I'm excited for it.
So, how'd you get the call from PFL?
It was a 100% surprise. The phone rung one time, and I'm like, "Who is this? I don't even know this number," and I didn't answer it. Then they called me back again. I'm like, "Hello," and they started talking to me and telling me the whole situation, and I was like, "Nah, someone's messing with me." And then I got a FaceTime call, and then I was like, "Yo, this is real." Then an email came through, and I'm like, "Holy shit, this is legit. This is going down." And then that's been it from there.
So, when was that?
That was uh damn, I can't even think what month we in right. That was
Uh,
last month. That was like the middle of last month. When I got the call, got the information, and it was crazy because I couldn't tell anyone. That's another thing. It's like you can't speak about it, you can't tell anyone. And I was supposed to be on a card for Cage Titans tomorrow, and it's like I never backed out of a fight or even pulled out of a fight or anything. So I'm like, dang, I gotta call Mike. I want to give him a heads up. I don't want no one waiting and thinking we're gonna fight, but I also gotta wait for them to announce it. So I was like, what do I do? But yeah, I got the call last month in the middle of the month, and from there it was like it's time to grind even harder and step up my game and elevate.
I remember, so we were supposed to do an interview around this time, anyways, for Cage Titans. You told me that you were out of Cage Titans, that you pulled it. Thought you got injured or something. Then, like 10
Right.
minutes later, I see you posted PFL. I was really excited for that.
It, and that's the thing. It was crazy because I couldn't talk about it, and then I'm like, I told you for my next fight, I'll still do an interview for you. And then legit, I get off the phone with you. I'm tagged in something from PFL. And I'm like, holy shit, this is real. Like it's going down. And then, that's when the inbox started going crazy and then everything just started happening.
So I know some other fighters that have been looking to get the PFL Challenger Series. How do you deal with those people that are going to be jealous of you for getting this opportunity, especially being a 1-0 fighter?
I mean, I don't deal with them at all. Everybody's gonna get a shot. Just keep performing, keep doing what you're doing. This is a blessing opportunity. Um, shit, they could be bringing me in to lose. Who knows? So this is just an opportunity. If someone else had this opportunity, I just say, shit, I got to work hard and keep pushing. And I can't say it's just. It could be luck. It could be talent. They could see something in me. I can't call it. It was their decision. So I hope no one's mad about it. If anything, shit, talk shit to me because I talk shit to you, and let's create a platform for each other. This is a fight game. That's what it's all about. Don't be mad. Fucking call someone out, fight them, and let's level up each other and make it to the top.
So your opponent, Abraham Babley, something, I think that's how you say his last name. He said
I
something
just
like very similar record to you. What do you know about him?
I feel like this is gonna be the first fighter I fought that's super athletic. Like he's very athletic. He's moved a lot, and he's explosive. And that's really it. He's a heavyweight in the heavyweight division. Anything can happen. You could touch someone and they could go to sleep. So it's going to be an interesting fight. Just like I say about all my fights, don't blink. Someone's going out. I said, someone's going out. It could be him. It could be me. It's a fight. I'm just ready to fight and I'm ready to go and perform. That's what it's really about. Shit, if he knocked me out, cool. If I knock him out, cool. But let's put on a great show.
Speaking of don't blink, the last time I blinked at a Cage Titans event, I've missed your scarf hold on Jack Burke.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. Shout out to Jack Burke, man. That's my guy.
Uh, That was my cousin's first MMA event overall. The only fight he remembers from that card was you because of your scarf hold.
That's great, man. That's great. Creating memories. That's what this is about.
So pivoting from cage signs to PFL, having a different opponent, has that been any challenge to you, or are you just going with it?
Um, I'm going with it. I'm excited about it still. I don't think it really hit yet. So for me, with every fight, it really doesn't hit me until I step in that octagon or the smart cage for PFL. That's when it really hits me. So I like the build up to it. I like the walk out. I love the stare down and all that. But it doesn't, the pressure doesn't hit me until I step into the octagon. And then something tells me, like, you're here. It's go time. It's no turning back. So it's a regular fight for me. It's another fight.
So having a much bigger platform than cage signs doesn't affect your mentality at all?
At the moment, no. I'm at the moment, no. It hasn't hit me yet. So once I get there and see how it is, then you might get that little frightening fear. But once I stepped in that smart cage, that's it for me. I already know the cage door locked. Somebody got to step out.
So talk about you more as a person. What do you outside of the cage?
I mean, I do everything. I'm adventurous, man. I love to travel. Fishing is one of my favorite things to do. That's something I was taught young. I work. I'm a hard worker. I work a 9 to 5 still, but traveling, fishing, family. I'm big on family. I'm always with my family. And right now, it's just the gym. Honestly, like everything else is put to the side. It's just the gym and training right now. So a lot of my hobbies is just sitting down, waiting for me to come back.
So what goals do you have in just your life, martial arts, short term and long term? So short term, let's say under a year and a half. Long term, longer than that.
I mean, within a year, I would love to be on that PFL roster. If not PFL, UFC, I would love to be like officially on a roster somewhere. Long term, shit, I'm shooting for the stars, a title. If not, just have that bankroll to be able to live comfortably, help out the family.
Speaking of being on the roster, PFL just signed Jake Paul. What are your thoughts on that?
Um, it's better for me. Shit, it shines a bigger light on the PFL, and I'm gonna be there. So, like I said, Jake Paul just helping me out because he just came to a platform that I'm on. So I don't have nothing against Jake Paul. Shit, I'll fight Jake Paul if they want me to. Shit, and that's because the status. That's all it really is. It's the status. So shout out to Jake Paul for trying to sign into PFL.
I think that's a fight a lot of people want to see. I think a lot of people want to see Paul go to sleep, and you're the
I
man to
mean,
do it.
you, you got to respect Jake Paul hustle, man. That's all I can really say. Um, that's all I can say. You got to respect the hustle.
We're gonna go over some of your favorites now. If you want to give the favorite, move on. We'll do that. If you want to give a little bit of a story, feel free to do that as well.
Okay,
So your
okay.
favorite big league fighter besides you, now that you're in the PFL.
Big lead. I have to go with Jones, John Jones.
Your favorite regional fighter.
Regional fighter. People might be mad at me for this one. First of all, let me give a shout out to everyone in Western Mass, Springfield in particular, Holyoke, all that area. But I got to go with Valdina. I like Valdina. That's my guy. I like Valdina. And my boy Jiggy. Don't forget Jiggy.
Even though you're not a fighter, are you still gonna be at cage signs tomorrow?
Oh, for sure.
Awesome. Your favorite submission to hit, even though I have a feeling I know what it is.
I guess I got to go with the Scarfold. That might be the only submission I have in my career, man. That was crazy.
I still can't believe that happened. Your favorite one of your fights out of the
My
five.
favorite fight, and it has to be my first fight, 100%. My first fight.
Your favorite fight to watch that's not yours.
Favorite fight to watch that's not mine. All my upcoming opponents.
When your career is all said and done, what do you want people to say about Hassan Graham when they hear the name Hassan Graham?
He went out there and collected those bounties. You know, I mean, I just want them to say he was a fighter. He was willing to fight anyone. He went out there and gave it his all, and that's about it. Put on a show.
And one last question. So, what do you think's the biggest thing that you learned from your amateur career? You just having such an amazing amateur career within 1 year as well.
I could definitely say from my amateur career, I learned from Jeff in particular. Some motherfuckers won't go down. Doesn't matter how hard you hit them, and you gotta push through every moment. You gotta push. Just never give up on yourself. And just keep working hard. Even when you're nervous, even when you think the opponent is better than you, it doesn't matter. Just push. And to all amateurs, please understand, fight the best at amateur. The shit doesn't count. Fight anybody at amateur. It doesn't count. And once you go pro, it resets. And if you fought all the dogs at amateur, when you go to pro, they all gonna come up pro with you. You get to do it again. Now you on a different level.
And just one more thing I'd like to mention. So I just recently polled a bunch of New England MMA media members, and one of the categories was Amateur of the Year, and it was neck and neck between you and David Burke. So you're impressing a lot of people.
Oh, between me and David Burke,
Yeah,
Burke is the bald headed dude, bald head,
yeah,
right?
from Nostos.
Yeah, Burke is a fucking savage too. Um, are you telling me to pick between us two?
No, I just want to let you know that it's you and Burke right now for 2022 Amateur of the Year.
Oh yeah, thank you. I take that. That's dope. That's dope.
Any training partners, coaches you want to shout out, or sponsors?
Shout out Braden Arms and Chicopee, Mass, the best gun supplier around. Top Flight Nutrition in Springfield. Shout out Chapman's House of Pain, G&G, Whitley's Boxing, Springfield Society, FAA Springfield, Underground MMA. You know, they all let me come in and train. Shout out Heavy Hitters, Peter Parker Gym. I said Peter Parker. My bad, Parker. Shout out Heavy Hitters. That's Parker Gym out in CT. And Underdogs in CT too, man. They all show me love and let me come through and train.
Awesome. Thank you for your time, Hassan.
Have a great night.
Make sure to check Hassan Graham on the PFL Challenger Series on February 10th. Have a good night.